And we're live, cool by the pool, at the 7th annual Mallorca Smooth Jazz Festival in Mallorca, Spain, at the beautiful Protur Biomar Hotel and Spa. I am with Chris Standring. Hi.
You are. I mean, hello, Sandy. It's lovely to be here.
It's lovely to see you, and thanks for joining us this year.
Well, it's my very first time, and yeah, having a great time. Hope it's not my last.
I don't think it will be. Come on now.
All right, good.
I want to congratulate you. This week you are #1 on the smoothjazz.com Top 50 Indie chart.
I saw that, Sandy. That's amazing. I'm absolutely flattered. It never gets old.
What these charts mean is that a lot of people are playing his music around the world, so we have about 60-something radio stations that report every single week, and having Chris at #1 is really exciting for us, and we love the new album. Absolutely love it. Let's give it a little plug. Tell us a little bit about what you've done this time on it, and where it's available and all of that.
Well, it's available at fine e-tailers everywhere.
Okay.
And the album's called Sunlight. I'm particularly proud of this one, although I say that every time I release a record. There's something special about this record. I don't know why. I think I've finally sort of, I mean, every record I make, I feel like I'm honing my craft more and coming out with my own unique personality and saying what I need to say in a sort of a unique way, much more. So I feel like that's what this record is all about. I've just got really comfortable with who I am. I don't make any excuses for what I'm doing anymore. It's great.
I mean, that's good. Nick Coleone's new song is called Be Yourself, so that's what you're doing in a way.
Well, yeah, I mean, I could have called this album that too. I mean, it's, you know, maybe he's going through the same thing. It's funny, we were having a drink yesterday and we were discussing what we called our war wounds.
I like it.
Yeah.
You know, the album has, it's a perfect title for it because it's got a natural vibe to it. Your music does have a natural flair. It feels good. To me, you cross between the smooth jazz lifestyle feel and that chill, relaxed European feel. And do I detect an accent? No.
Yes, I'm from Alabama.
No, I mean, I just absolutely love it. Smoothjazz.com plays a lot of Chris's music because, to us, he captures the lifestyle of the format. Breezy and interesting, you know, like a really nice wine, actually.
Well, thank you. That's very flattering. I've always thought my influences have been quite eclectic, not necessarily within the format. I like to go out of the format to get inspiration, and as soon as I put my stamp on it, it brings it all home, and it is what it is. So,
you know, you are known to tour with different artists. You do like to pair, like with Paul Brown and Cindy Bradley. And what does that bring to you as an artist and a craftsman?
Well, it actually expands my horizons just a little bit, because left to my own devices, I can get quite sort of indulgent, and I can go down the jazz trip much more than perhaps I should.
You can, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I love that, don't get me wrong, but sometimes I can fuse out a little bit. I like to bring it all home with melody. But the one thing about pairing up with other artists in this format is it brings you more to a, you know, the entertainment aspect becomes more in the forefront rather than the indulgence, and it's actually good for me, you know.
Yeah, I mean, I remember your early records. You are a deep musician as well, and now the stuff that we're playing more of, it does have more accessibility and more melody, and I would never apologize for that. I absolutely love both of you. I love the full spectrum of Chris Standring musically.
Well, thank you. I mean, I've been a bit of a tortured soul my entire career, because I do fight the whole, you know, artistic versus art versus commerce situation, and a lot of people do, because, you know, left to our own devices, as I said, we can really go down that road if we choose to, and it's not always actually what we should be doing. The one thing that does bring it home for me is I'm a melody guy. Mm-hmm. I'm not really interested in complicated heads and you know, blowing for days on end. It's not where I'm really coming from. I've always been into melody, and I think that's probably, if I've had any longevity at all, it's because that's what gets across to the people, you know.
Well, the format really thrives on melody and groove, and that is you know, that is these recent albums for sure, which hence #1 on the top 50 this week. And I'm sure you're doing very well at Billboard as well, so congrats on the new album.
Well, thank you. Well, yeah, I mean, I can't complain. I mean, I'm grateful, I'm lucky, and all of the rest of it.
We're looking forward to the show this weekend with Cindy, and she'll be here shortly. In fact, she just walked by.
About time. About time.
wearing some very cool pool clothes, I might say.
Well, that's Cindy for you.
Before we let you go, one of the interesting things about your career, Chris, is that you take an active interest in marketing. You like to make videos, and you've got yourself, got a really cool following, and I'd like to know how you spend time making these videos. Is it something you really enjoy doing, and how much time do you spend on that?
I do it when I have to, and I have to do it all the time. Because we're in that world, and you know, I'm a record company now, so you know, I have a responsibility to market, because I'm also the record company. So I like to stay on top of pushing videos out, because that's the world we're in. Everybody's on their phones now.
Yeah.
And it's a way to get the word out, let people know I've got a new thing going on, and it's, yeah, I mean, trust me, Sandy, I could do way more than I do. But you got to pick your battles, and you got to do what you know how to do, and you know, it's all factored into a record release.
You seem like you enjoy it, because the videos are quite interesting. If you haven't seen Chris's videos, they're available on his website and YouTube. They're fun, they're inventive, you know, and they utilize his music, I think, really well. We appreciate it. We always feature your videos when you put them out.
Well, thank you, Sandy. I'm very flattered and grateful. Thank you.
It's my pleasure.
Yeah.
And thanks for cooling by the pool with us today. We appreciate the audience. We have a nice audience. In fact, I'm going to turn the camera around, see if I can figure this out without my glasses on. Do you think that'll do it?
I have no idea.
Let's find out.
It could.
Chris. Let's see.
Could blow something up.
Okay, everybody wave. Look at that. What a nice audience. There's Cindy. You're next, Cindy. Let's not push. Cindy Bradley's going to be with us next year, and we are at the 7th Annual Mallorca Smooth Jazz Festival in Mallorca, Spain, the one and only Protur Hotel. You've got to join us next year if you're not with us now. Don't they? Everyone needs to come. Okay, we'll be right back. We're cooling by the pool. Rich Edwards has got the music, and we're having fun.